Aloha, my name is Christina. Welcome to day 30 of my 31-day Pilates challenge. For your second to the last workout, we'll be doing a super tough 20-minute sliders video. If you haven't noticed already, any of these slider workouts are going to be really, really challenging, but I promise you got this. You are almost there. So come on down to your mat and let's get started. We're going to start with hundreds because, it's Pilates. So you're going to start by laying all the way down on your back. To get into the hundreds, you can always start with the legs into tabletop. So you're reaching up, you're going to press out, and you're going to start pumping. If you want to make it a little harder, you're going to start with the legs down. It's always going to be harder to lift the legs at the same time that you press the arms and lift the head up. So wherever your legs are, totally up to you. Your arms are going to reach straight up to the ceiling, kind of plug the shoulder blades back and down. Close ribs, pull the abs in even before you get started. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze the legs together. So everything's kind of working before you even start the exercise. All right, here we go. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, arms on, lift the head, lift the legs, and start pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 4, 5. So you're reaching out through the fingertips. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. You're squeezing the back to the shoulder blades. 4, 5, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Maybe you're smiling, just mentally preparing myself. 6, this is going to be a really challenging workout. 3, 4, 5, 7. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. Just really squeeze the legs together. 4, 5, and 9. And exhale, one more set. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into your chest, drop the head down. Okay, so we're going to add the sliders. So if you've done the other 10-minute slider video, some of this might look a little familiar. Some of it will be a little added on. So for this one, you're going to bring your hands behind the head, curl up as high as you can. Close the ribs. You want to lift up high so your shoulder blades are maybe slightly off the mat. You're going to dig the heels into one slider, and you're going to slide the right leg out, pull it back in, and switch. It's nice and simple to start. So I'm using my upper abs to keep the upper body up. 4. And I'm using my low abs to keep my hips still. 6. And then I'm pushing the foot down into the slider. One more each side to kick in your glute and hamstring. Good. So 10 there total. And kind of squeeze them together. Both legs out, both legs back in. And 2. If you only want to go halfway out because maybe it bothers your back, to extend the legs all the way, that's totally fine. Well, this is 5. Woo, I lost my curl. 6. Elbows are wide. 7. And 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. And then relax, take a little breath. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch gears. Leave the sliders there. Bring your legs in a tabletop, hands behind the head. Usually we do like a little crisscross sort of bicycle twist. We're going to add a little bit of a hold to that. So extend the left leg out. We're going to twist to the right, switch to the left, right, and hold. And left, and hold. And right, left, really twist and reach, and a left, right, left, and hold. Couple more sets. And a right, and hold. Give you a little tempo. Left, left, and hold. One more each side. And a right, and hold. Really twist. Left, left, and hold. And relax. Take a little breath there. Okay, where are they? Bringing your feet back onto your sliders. So we're going to do what we did earlier, one leg out at a time. I'm going to do both out and in, but we're going to add a bridge. So press your hands, and your arms. That happens more often than not. Press your hands and your arms down into the mat. Close the ribs, roll the hips up to the ceiling. Maybe it's a little smaller because your hips are up. Gently slide the right leg. Oop, they're stuck. There it is. Out. And back in. And 2. I feel my glute and hamstring already working. 3. There it is. And 4. They're kind of smacking against one another. 5. And 6. Squeezing the glute of the leg that's not moving, so it keeps the hips up. 8. One more each side. 9. And 10. Okay, here we go. Keep it small. Try both legs out. And I'm going to really squeeze the legs together. 2. 3. Use your arms a lot. Your arms. 4. And 5. Abs are pulled in. 6. Don't cramp your hamstrings. 7. Whew. 8. 9.
pull in. One more. 10, and then relax. Awesome. Hug the knees in. Reach the legs up to the ceiling. Maybe give it a little stretch. All right, since it's Pilates, can we do a roll up to come up? So legs down, arms back. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, scoop the abs and roll yourself up to sit. Okay, put one slider off to the side just for a moment. And you're gonna come all the way up to stand. We're gonna do a little curtsy, a little lunge series. So from the side, it looks like this. So we don't want to be like in a full-blown lunge with a back leg straight and then your pelvis kind of tucked away from you. I think about keeping the pelvis more neutral, keeping your spine upright so it's not as big. And you're going to come back in. Okay, so the slider's going to go underneath the right foot. I'll face sideways so you can see a little side view. Drop the shoulders down. Hands can be wherever you want them to be. You're going to slide the right foot back and then back and in. And 2. Ooh, be really mindful of this knee. 3. Squeeze the glute as you stand. 4, and up. And 5, knitting the ribs together. Your abs are super warm. 6, so kind of like, kick them in. 7, as you're doing your curtsies. 8, awesome. And 9, and 10. And then you're just going to gently switch sides. So left foot comes on. I'll face forward so you can have a kind of a front view. So we're going to slide that left leg back. Make sure your knee points down to the floor. Make sure this knee points straight forward. And you're going to come back in. Whew. And 2. This one's kind of funky. 3. Aha, there it is. And 4. So I'm squeezing this right glute to stand. 5. Closing through the ribs. 6. Finding my balance. 7. And 8. Oh, 9. And 10. And come back up. All right. So this one's a lot harder. We're going to slide forward instead of sliding the leg back. So I find that if you have maybe your pot holder, maybe your Tupperware lid, maybe even your socks on, that you want it underneath the ball of the foot and the toes, but make sure that you can bring your heel down on the floor. It's going to help you to kind of stop. Make sure you don't go into your knee. Okay, this is tough. You're going to, I'm going to step back a little bit. Okay, you're going to slide forward, maybe drop the heel down to help stop you, and then you're going to push back and in. So slide forward and down. 2. So the position of your upper body is the same. 3, super upright. 4, the heel down on the floor kind of helps to stop you. 5, and it kicks in the glute. 6, this is a lot harder. 7, just be really careful if you have any knee issues. And 8, all right, and 9, 1 more, and 10, and back up. Good. We're going to switch sides. I'll again face forward for this one. And have a little front view. What's happening here? All right, so you're standing up super tall. Abs are pulled in. You're going to slide forward, drop the heel down. The back heel comes off the mat, and you're going to come back in. So slide forward, heel stops you, and then back and in. And 3. So squeezing the glute, actually both glutes. 4. Make the left glute at the bottom. 5. Right glute at the top. And 6. And 7. Ooh, so it's always much harder to balance on. 8 for me. Okay, 2 more. And 9. 1 more. And 10. And back up. All right, so you're going to grab both sliders. Doot. We're going to go into our plank series. Especially if your sliders are pretty big like mine, bring your feet close together so the sliders don't like smack against one another. And you're going to come on down. Okay, for this series, if you want to do hands, if you want to do knuckles to kind of protect your wrists, if you want to come all the way down to your forearms, totally fine. I'm going to start with knuckles. We're going to be here for a bit. So make any adjustments that you need. We're going to do sets of 10. So I'm going to start on the knuckles. Mentally preparing myself. Okay, here's my sliders. Okay, mountain climbers to start. So take a moment, squeeze your armpits, scoop the abs in, find your glutes. Good. Pull the right knee in and switch. 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Take a moment, relax. Okay, try both knees in and out. Squeeze the legs together. Since it's a lot harder, it creates a little more friction. Inhale, bend. 2, give me a little physics. 3, 4, 5, scoop the abs up and in. 6, or in and up. 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Relax. Take a longer moment. Okay, pikes. This one's tough. Keeping the legs super straight, lifting the hips up and hips down. I'm going to switch to my hands, get a little more like surface area on my hands. Okay, press all the way out. Squeeze the legs together. Exhale, hips up and lower. 10. 2. Can you maybe lift the butt up, look at your toes, look down at the hands. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 2 more and 9. Last one and 10. And then you're going to relax. All right, take a little moment. Okay, we're going to do with something called, I'm pulling it from Pilates on the Reformer. There's an exercise called snake. To me, it feels like the mix between like a pike and almost like an up dog in yoga. We're going to skip the up dog in yoga part because I don't want anyone to dump into their back, but think of it as kind of like a little twisty pike situation. So we were just here. You did hips up and hips back down. So we're going to try this. Your legs are going to go in the same direction, but you're going to shift the hands. So the right hand is slightly like to the side and down, and the left hand's kind of forward. Okay, it's a little funky. Try to glue the sliders together. You're going to reach both legs out. So you're going to think hips up and then back down. And 2. So my fingertips are pointing out. 3 and 4. And the left fingertips are pointing forward. 5. It's a little funky. And 6, 10 here. 7. So my legs are going in generally in the same direction, back and forth. 9 and 10 and relax. Oh my gosh, that one's really hard. Okay, take a moment. If you need to stretch your wrists, you can. I'm going to flip my hands. I'm not going to turn around, but I'm going to flip my hands the other direction. So my right hand is going to, fingertips are going to point straight forward. Maybe my left fingertips are pointing straight out. So my hands were just here. Right hand forward, left hand back, and turned out. You're going to send the legs out. Same idea. Hips up, look at your toes. Hips down, look at the floor. 2 and 3. Oh gosh, this one's hard. 4 and 5. 6. Big exhale. 7 and 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. And relax. Oh my gosh. Do a little child's pose. Take a little bit of a moment. All right, coming back up. We're going to slide this guy off. Goodbye. So we're going to come back up to standing, giving your wrists a bit of a break. And do a little side lunge situation. So let's do right foot is on the slider again. Heel is popped off the floor. Hands can be wherever you want them to be. From here, we're going to slide the right leg out, bend the left knee, lean slightly forward, and then come back in. 10, 2, it's like a little squat where the leg swings out. 3 and 4. 5. Squeeze that left glute to stand. 6. Careful of the knee. 7 and 8. 2 more. 9. You're going to bend and hold. You're going to slide that right leg in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything else is pretty still. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then relax. All right, take a moment. Switching over to the other side. So right foot is down. Heel is popped up. Drop shoulders down. Bend the knee. You're going to slide that left leg out. Right knee points straight forward. And then back and in. 10, 2. So really squeezing the right glute. 3 at the very top. 4. I mean, basically the whole time. 5 and 6. Good. And 7. Making sure the shoulders are relaxed. 8. 2 more. 9. Whew. Hold to the bottom. Slide that left knee in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. And 9 and 10 and relax. All right. So for this one, you're going to turn the legs out. Do a little ballet second position with the arms. You can do a ballet first position with the legs. So we're going to slide it, keep it small, slide it open, and back in. So we're now using your inner thighs. 2, and back in. 3, it's all you. You don't have any help. 4, besides using your inner thighs. 5, so keep it small. And 6, drop in the shoulder blades down. And 7, scoop it in. And 8, good. 2 more. 9, and 10. Now we're going to add a plie. So you're going to open, not so big, bend the knees up and squeeze. Open 2, bend, squeeze, and 3. Try to make it as smooth as possible. 4, knees and toes are pointing out. 5, and 6, squeeze to pull. 7, I'm messing up on my words. 8, whew, 2 more. 9, just 1 more, and 10, and then come on back in. Okay, you're gonna separate or switch over to the other foot. Okay, arms are gonna reach back out, drop the shoulder blades down, knees and toes are pointing out. Keep it small as you open, close. 10, 2, so inner thigh maybe like back of the glute. 3, zip and squeeze. 4, knitting the ribs together. 5, good, you got it. 6, oh my gosh, I'm so sweaty. 7, and 8, 2 more. 9, again, keep it small, add your plie, open, bend. 10, and then back in it. A little more leverage here. And 2, and in. Keep going. 3, just double checking my hips. And 4, and in. And 5, really squeeze the legs together. 6, you got it. 7, squeeze, and 8, squeeze. 2 more, and 9, 1 more, 10, and back in. Good. Take a little moment. Grab both sliders again. We're going to do a side plank. So if you are using maybe like a pot holder, you can actually just use one, or like a small like dishcloth towel. You can probably just use one. If you're like me and you have 2, they're not very big, you're just going to kind of bring your feet together. So I'm going to do left forearm, we're saving the wrist, left forearm onto the floor. You're going to bring your right foot slightly forward. It's a little harder to hold here, so just do as best as you can. You're going to plank up. Maybe top head up to the ceiling. If you need help, you can always bring it down. You're going to slide the legs in and out 10 times. 2, and 3. It's weird on my foot. There it is. 4. I think I'm sliding back and forth on the sliders. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, 10, and then relax back down. Kind of angling myself here. All right, switch over to the other side. Try to glue the sliders together. You're going to plant that right forearm down. Make sure you're not going to lose them. Am I going to lose them? We'll find out. Top and up to the ceiling. Bend the knees in and out. 2, you got it. 3, and 4. That's much harder. 5, wrap through the waistline. 6, squeeze the glutes as you straighten the legs. 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and then relax. Okay, take a moment. Last thing here, save the best for last because it's hard. We're gonna do a little push-up series. Okay, so coming to all fours, the slider's just gonna go underneath your right hand. You're gonna do a wide plank with the legs. It's gonna help you to balance. The closer it is, the harder it gets. So keep it small. I'm gonna bend my left elbow, the right arm slides forward, and then pull in. Just 5, 4, 3, so like a left tricep push-up. 2, 1, and relax. Same thing, other side. Keep it small. These are really tough. Okay, press on out, and the right elbow. 5, and 4. Trying not to twist. 3, use the abs and obliques. 2, and a 1. Relax it down. Okay, same thing, well, not same thing, similar. You're going to open the arm out to the side and add a big push-up. So now both elbows are bending. Here we go. You're going to come all the way up. I'm going to widen my feet. You're going to slide out with the right hand, push up, and slide it back in. And 4, and 3, 2 more on this side. 2, last one on this side. 1, and then relax. Take a little moment. Eventually we'll get fancy. We won't have to take a break in between the sides. All right, slide the left arm out. 5. Here you go. 4, and 3, and 2, 1 more. 1, and then relax. Good. Slide that guy out of the way. Press back into a child's pose. Take a little moment. Good. And come all the way up. Awesome. So, super sweaty. 20 minutes with those sliders is good enough. They are really, really tough. Great job today. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, my name is Christina, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, aloha.